and welcome back to the NRW where nerds rule the world. I am Heather Hurt, and I am being put on the spot and forced to host this week. I am here with the megalomaniacal Kuya P. How are you, sir?
I am well. I am so excited because, again, we're all part of the squad. We all got to get those reps in. You know, Glenn's done it before. I've done it before. You've been in the game for a bit now, homie. Now you gotta get some more reps in. You got this, though. I got faith.
You got spotters, B.
Hell yeah. We're your spotters. Got to push weight right now. Push that weight.
Thanks. Gotta learn how to do that heavy lifting. All right, and with us as well is the gentleman who levels everyone up, Glenn Lawrence. How are you, sir?
What is going on, Miss Heather Hurt?
How's the family doing?
Family is doing amazing. We're hitting our stride, and we're starting to watch things, starting to put things together. Little guy is moving on from watching exclusively Sing. He's watching other things now, so that's
Sing too.
Yeah, Sing too. He's moving on to the but things are well. I'm happy to be back in the fold.
Hell yeah.
Yes. All right, so we're tell us, guys, Kuya P, what have you been watching and what did you not like?
Oh, that's right. We are talking about that. I forgot that we do that. When it's not me
Right?
talking about it and the shoes are on the other foot and like, damn. Okay. What am I watching? I just binged The Boys that whole last season because I haven't been watching it. Pretty cool. I'm curious where they're gonna take it now. I'm not gonna spoil for other people, but I was surprised of some of the choices. It's been a minute since I read the comic, so I'm not sure how much tied to the comic it is. You probably know more than I, Heather, from the comic book standpoint. But it was aight. What else am I watching? Wrestling. I will say wrestling is a lot better since they got rid of that old ass, punk ass Vince McMahon. I think it is now a good time to be a wrestling fan. Vince is out of the picture. Triple H is in charge. And they're making a lot of moves. And so, they're added some people back in there that haven't been around. They still got to bring my girl Sasha back and Naomi back.
You saw that she was back on the roster.
I saw, and she was at C2E2. I saw them pics from C2E2 over the weekend. So I'm excited. And then AEW, they're doing their thing too. And I like what they did. And and hopefully, to be honest, how a lot of people went from WWE to AEW. I hope that I like where they're at AEW now. Like, I don't want some of those cats to go back. I think there definitely needs to be two strong brands, even though, Vince was, an asshole or whatever, and WWE is known as premier. I think they shouldn't just be the premier. It should be both level, and just like it was the classic WCW versus WWE days. I'm excited. I know I'm rambling, and if y'all ain't wrestling fans, you're probably tuning out right now. Glenn looks bored. He's like, what is going on? What is this wrestling talk?
Long ago, I checked out of wrestling, and I'm like, oh, this is why I checked out.
But
You got to catch it.
But
Heather knows what I'm talking about.
I was excited to see that
Absolutely.
Triple H took over for Vince McMahon. And you were like, oh, it's like some old fuddy-duddy got out of there. Now they got a young fuddy-duddy in there. It's
That's
like
true.
Yeah.
And the thing is technically it's still in the McMahon family. It's basically like moving assets around.
Pretty
But
much.
Triple H was trying to do a little something, and then Vince took it away from him. And now he's able to go back and do what he was doing. He was doing some right things, but Vince would always get in his way. So now that he's out of his way now a little bit, I'm excied. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I might come back, man. I might watch. I saw
Give it a viewing.
SummerSlam just happened, right?
Yeah.
Was that?
Mhm.
Yeah. See, you know what? Next time you throw a wrestling thing, I'm gonna come through.
Okay.
Come on through, brother. I got you. You're invited. Heather's invited. Wrestling party at the crib. I got you. Survivor Series. That's the next big one.
Oh,
Come. All right. That's what we're doing. We're doing Survivor Series here at the
I
crib.
love Survivor Series. That's the one I remember from back in the day.
Okay. Well,
That's the one most people do.
that's the next one, right, Heather? Or I think there's another in between one. But
I think Survivor Series is the next big one.
yes,
I tell
Next
you
big
what,
event.
if
Survivor Series at the crib.
if I show Morgan wrestling, he's gonna love it because he loves to slam things, loves to throw things, love to smack me. Like he smacks me like a wrestler for real, for real. Like he's looking at, if I take a toy, there'll be a moment. There's a brief moment. He'll just pause and look at me and then say slap.
I
Baby
love it.
strength is real. Baby strength is real.
But
Oh,
his
real talk.
comedic timing is impeccable too, because it's just like everyone pauses and is looking like, what's going on with Glenn and his son, and then he's just like,
All right, Creepy, anything bad that you've watched?
Bad. You know what? I think I've been good at avoiding bad. Although I didn't like that finale of The Boys. I kind of tuned out a little bit in that finale.
Really?
It was
There was so much
alright, but I
happening.
tuned out a little bit. Like, it didn't keep my attention all the way through like the rest of the season did. The finale had me kind of tuning out a little bit.
What?
Yeah.
But
That
let's
finale
just to turn it around. But the third season was good enough to get you back into it after the kind of the mediocrity of season 2. You say
Yeah,
that?
although it wasn't as mediocre to me though. Actually, the final half, like there was like 4 episodes that were good, but then the other half, because it was like 8 episodes, I think, right? And then the rest kind of, was mediocre. You're right. You're
Interesting.
So-
But the third season brought you back. It brought you back. enough.
yeah. I had to come back. I had to go back in there and check it out. So
Okay.
All right.
Interesting.
Glenn does not look like he trusts you anymore.
I'm like, because I thought
you like the
last
finale?
Yeah, the finale of The Boys, I enjoyed it. But I feel like I'm always giving better reviews upon initial review. Like when I first see something, I'm always like, oh, I really liked it. And then I'll go back and like, actually, maybe that wasn't as great. Like Transformers. I love Transformers when I saw it in the theater for the first time, because we were getting our Transformers. And I went back, I was like, oh, maybe that wasn't as dope as
I know of one that I
soundtrack.
didn't mention that now you have me thinking since last recording. But it's gonna suck to say it, and I'm not gonna really say it all the way. But it was one of my picks last week. It was one of my picks for WTOP. And I'm a proud Filipino American.
Oh, don't say it. No. Cut to commercial. Don't say it.
I was disappointed with Easter Sunday. I was disappointed.
Don't say it.
Well, no, now we use it as a positive. This is why you go see Lumpia. This is why you go see
Yes. This is why you go see Lumpia with a Vengeance when it drops. It wasn't a bad film. It was an okay film, but there's problems I have with it. From the film side of me, proud Pinoy. The filmmaker creative side of me, what the fuck is this shit? Real talk. Just being honest.
That's completely valid. Like one thing about being a critic is that we can love something to its core, but we need to also be honest with the product.
Yeah.
If we're not going to be, we can say, oh my God, we love the cast, we love the cinematography, but guess what? The writing was shit. That's just how. That's being an honest critic. That's being an honest critic.
Nobody's realer than Bobby Big Balls, who's not here today. But nobody's realer than him. He'll tell a director to his face, "Yo, your movie was trash, son."
You will. Miss you, Rob. Miss you, Rob.
What about
you? What have you been watching?
So I have been continuing on my journey to watch the X-Men 96. I'm up to season 5, and they had I just saw it was a two-parter, but it was the Phalanx storyline. And I was like, this I think is what they should adopt for the MCU. Like I think that would be a good story, because it's like kind of it's like current event, it's timely, it makes sense, because it has to do with like infection and computer viruses and everything, algorithms, all that type of thing, assimilation, all that type of stuff. I was like, ooh, this would be a good storyline, because I also think it's a storyline that maybe a lot of people aren't super familiar with. Everybody knows like the big story, the big villains and stuff like that, but I feel like this storyline would probably be like a niche one that I think people will be like, oh snap, like that actually worked. So that's what I'm watching. That was good. I saw Nope. I liked it. I liked it.
Don't say it, Glenn.
I heard the like.
Nope. I liked it. Here's the thing. I think with his other films, it was like, ooh, what's it trying to say? Blah, 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 blah. What does it mean? What's the deeper meaning? But with this film, I think it was just a good kind of like popcorn muncher, like scary. And there might have been some, some undertones, which I thought were kind of cool. But for the most part, it's just like a good popcorn muncher thriller type of, not scary movie, but, kind of what we call terror movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a terror. It's called a terror
movie. So I enjoyed that.
Okay.
And so that's where I am with the watches for this week.
Anything bad? Anything bad on that list?
Oh, I just saw, because my sister requested it. We just watched Greenland, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is what is happening." We basically roasted the entire film, so watched Greenland with Gerard Butler, and I was just like, "Man!" But it did make me think. I'm like, are they trying to tell us something through Hollywood? Are they trying to tell us like, "Hey, there might be some asteroids coming, and we ain't gonna really tell you. You better get to Greenland on your own." That's all we're gonna say.
There has to be an underlying message,
get to Greenland.
There has to be an underlying message, even in the bad shit.
Yeah.
Even in the bad shit.
Yeah. The guy gets all the people who are going to safely evacuate. He gets them blown up. I'm just like, wait, come on, bro. And then he's not even sad about it. He's like, yo, you don't realize you just got all the people who are going to make it out, like they didn't make it out because of you.
So it reminds me a little bit of San Andreas.
I think The Rock, I don't even know if The Rock could have saved this movie. You know what I'm saying? I'd heard that San Andreas was a pretty bad movie because it had a lot of faults.
But
Sir, the door is behind you.
My guy.
On that note.
What about you, Heather?
So we kind of tried to catch up a little bit on stuff that we hadn't watched in a while. I think I can finally talk about League of Their Own. I think I can.
Yeah, it's this week now.
So I'm not going
to. You'll have a full review.
I can't do a review or anything, but I was able to watch that. I will have a review up on the site later on. I finally watched it. I'm going to be like attacked for this. What is it called? It's a Weight of Extraordinary Talent or whatever. I can't remember the name of it. The Pedro Pascal and Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
Their rom-com.
The unbearable weight of
extraordinary talent.
Yes.
Something like that.
Something like that.
I loved it. But I'm a huge Pedro Pascal fan, and I am a huge Nick Cage fan. The main reason that I have never been that I'm not formally invited, like right now, to Kuya P's house is because he knows that throw pillow is just going to mysteriously vanish off his couch.
It's at the door. It's ready to go.
We watched that finally. My husband and I are huge Nick Cage fans, so I'm kind of surprised it took us this long to watch it. And then we also watched Everything Everywhere All at Once, which another one we should have watched a long time ago. We just didn't. They're both finally available to rent. That's the big one.
Wait, Heather, how big a Nick Cage fan are you? How big a fan are you guys?
Is this a challenge?
No. I'm just wondering. I'm wondering how deep how deep is your cage?
Sure. That sounds like a sex question that I shouldn't be answering on air.
No, because Nick Cage has like a huge like library and he
does have a large library.
He has an incredible filmography, and the thing is about him is that he does the bad shit good. So you like half the shit you watch for him, you watch it because you know it's going to be bad, and you know it's going to be a lot of fun, and you know it's just Nick Cage. Yeah. So I have seen, I believe, almost everything in his filmography.
Wow.
Even Ghost Rider 2.
Wait, there was
I think we've all seen the Marvel ones. I have to see.
I know a lot of people who didn't even know there was a 2.
Really?
You're looking at one. I had no idea there was a 2.
What?
I didn't know there was
Most people didn't want to admit there was a 1.
They were okay. The second one was terrible. The first one was aight, but it wasn't great. It was definitely not great. We haven't had the best Ghost Rider yet. But yeah, man, I'll have you over, Glenn. We'll have to have you over here for Ghost Rider 2 as well. We'll do a Ghost Rider viewing party. Let's do that too.
We could do it right before Survivor Series.
Okay.
There we go. We'll have it on in the background while we'll get drunk on Ghost Rider 2, and then we will watch Survivor Series.
There we go.
But so those are what I was watching.
What's terrible?
I actually had a really good one for this. One of them is actually going to get a review later this week. Oh shit! I actually had one for this. What the fuck did I watch? Watched a lot of stuff. Watched a lot of stuff.
Don't be afraid to say it. I said,
No, I honestly
you know how many Filipinos are going to be mad at me right now? But at the same time, I went, gave my honest money. I went to see it because, you know, we had to show it at the box office. So I went out there and yeah, it is what it is. I'm going to support, but you know.
Do you think if you were watching that at home, you would have enjoyed it a little bit more? Like if you weren't out in the theater, do you think you would have enjoyed it?
No, I still would have hated it.
Home? You still would have? Okay.
Yeah, I would have still. Well, I also have high, as a Philam too, I have high expectations and holding certain things when you shouldn't, you know. I'm
gonna watch it because you might be, because you know sometimes when you love something so much, you're like more critical of it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna watch it just
when I can and when we do, I have a much deeper conversation. It's just now is not the time for the people.
Okay, you know what? Yeah. I gotta go. I'm moving this up on my priority list to go see.
Okay,
hey, support them. We need to get support of the diverse films.
Joe Coy, my boy.
But no, that's like the thing is that a good film deserves both positives and negatives. If you're not giving something its negatives when it is due, then it is not going. Nothing will get better with it. So in reality, you know. You being honest is does a lot more service to that film than being like it's great, and then a whole bunch of people go and be like, no.
Yeah, and then don't trust your opinion anymore, you know, and yeah.
Be honest.
Gotta be real. So tell us, Heather, what you don't want to say because you're covering up for what you don't want to say.
What I actually can't say. But oh god, no, I've been like flipping through documentaries like crazy lately. Some of them are just really, really freaking bad. Some of them are really, I would strongly suggest things like What is Pop if you've never watched it on Netflix. There's a really good one called Dirty Money if you ever want to be proven that Jared Kushner is a shithole. But there was something in particular. And I guess that if it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. And I can't remember it. So.
All right.
Okay, but let's move on and talk about the things that we're excited for this week. I'm going to do a quick shout out before we begin with the actual countdown. Just a shout out to Sandman. I will do a full review later out for the site, and we'll talk about the comics and all that fun stuff. But because it didn't get a proper shout out last week, and
I'm sorry, I didn't know it wasn't on my list.
To be fair, I have now looked at the list, and it is only movies, which is unfortunate because some of the best content ever is streaming.
Yeah, I would have totally put it in my picks, totally. And now post last week, and the reason why I was bringing it up to you earlier is. There's been so much positive vibe. I love it. Because so much people are, you know, Heather, I'm sure you were paying attention, all the shit talk that was happening. Oh, you changed the sex of this character. You changed the race of this character. Blah, blah, blah. It's going to be garbage. Now, how many people are eating their words? Because how amazing the word is about it. I cannot wait to watch it. I cannot wait.
I don't know anything about Sandman or the Sandman. And the more I hear y'all talk about, I'm like, I feel like I need to watch this. I feel like I should tune in.
So I want to preface this review with saying, or preface anything with saying, there is some legitimate feedback because everything deserves legitimate feedback from people who have never seen or read the books before. They are key. They are considered some of the greatest novels, like novel series in literature. So Preludes and Nocturnes, which is the first volume, it is in college reading lists, high school reading lists. It's great content. But people that have never read it are saying that they have a lot of confusion within the show and that they don't recognize it. So Glenn, to your credit, what I would say is if you've never ever read anything or even considered it, potentially reading it might help before watching it.
Okay. Is it so? Are you saying it's books? It's books, or is it?
It's not. It's comics.
Comic novel. Okay, graphic novel.
Yeah, there's two. The series. The first season is Preludes and Nocturnes, which is 1 through 8, and then 9 through 16 is Dollhouse. Those are the 2 volumes. One of the great things about Sandman, I'm now becoming a comic book retailer salesman. every volume of Sandman is its own story. It has a beginning, middle, and end. So you could grab preludes and just you be cool. That's the entire story. You don't need to move forward, but it will give you some.
Where's a good place to pick this up, Heather?
Pick it up at any local comic shop. You can check out check out mycomicshoplocator.com and they will tell you exactly where to go, or you can reach out to me on Twitter and I'll happily connect you to a retailer.
Ooh, okay.
So.
Hey, my comic shop locator, plug.
We'd
appreciate it.
You already have your own podcast, but we're here for you. They are a local business for us.
Love it.
But it's giving every credit where credit is due. For those who did not like it, can absolutely understand there were some really, really difficult concepts that if you had no idea what's going on, there was like no backstory. It was just like, oh shit, I just don't get it. But it was beautiful. It's a beautiful show. I cannot wait to watch it again. It was really cool. So I got the fan event and watched it during the London premiere. And they gave, I think it's available on Netflix. I haven't checked, but there is a interview that George R.R. Martin did for Neil Gaiman. So it's literally, two of the greatest writers in modern day literature interviewing each other. So I would suggest it. It's actually really cool. And apparently George R.R. Martin is a huge comic nerd, like pulling comic facts out of his ass. And I'm like, holy shit.
That makes sense. I could see that.
Oh yeah. I just didn't know he was that big, but anyway. So just shout out to Sandman. Really excited I haven't actually finished it, which is crazy. But it's one of those where there are people that are binging the show in a week or in a single day. So shout out from last week. Okay, now on to the actual list. I'm going to do like Kuya P did last week, and I have technically 4. But my 2 threes are both kids films, family films. So we're going to do them together. We're going to start with, which one do you have set up first?
Secret Headquarters.
Okay, we're going to start with Secret Headquarters.
Your dad's a superhero. No, my dad can't handle hot wings.
Who can
Hey,
handle hot?
Lizzie with my 9 o'clock.
Oh, ow. That looked like a...
Sorry about the game, but we're gonna have fun tonight.
Let me guess, another IT conference?
I'm gonna be back in a couple days.
IT conference, yeah, that's
Why
Hey,
do they
Mom,
look
Dad
like
has a work emergency, so can you come pick me up?
I love it when you call me Mom. Let's throw a rager.
I love this movie already.
What's happening?
Please don't touch me. This is so tight.
It's some kind of superhero lair. Your dad's a superhero.
What? No, my dad can't handle hot wings.
Step into the spotlight. Check this out.
What?
I have a crazy idea.
And the crowd goes.
Yeah, that's the
Step into the spotlight.
fan.
Please don't kill me.
Oh, he's throwing heat.
Now that's fast.
We got him.
Oh, Jerry.
Whoever has this technology can do anything.
Nope.
We gotta save my dad's tech before they destroy the world.
We got this.
What are you gonna do? Tickle torture me?
Oh, dude, that was too long. That was way too long.
Whoa, don't shoot! I'm the IT guy. I was alerted to a security breach.
Why couldn't you tell me about your secret identity?
How am I supposed to say, oh, by the way, some alien power source chose me to be the guardian of the planet? It makes you sound crazy, right? Yes.
Playtime's over, kids.
Prepare for war.
Hold it. These things are warm.
Yeah.
So hot.
You got the winter suit.
Got the winter suit.
So he's Green Lantern Iron Man.
I love it.
What are your thoughts?
It's cool.
I look, I'll take it because I'm excited. I got chills a little bit. You know why? Because I was such a little dork when I was in in elementary school. This is right up my alley, dude. I remember I watched the first 3 Ninjas movies and I was like, I want to be a ninja. And I feel like if I would have seen this, I was like, I want to be in the secret headquarters. You know what I mean? So I'm hype. This reminds me of the Robert Rodriguez films before they got really, really campy.
Spy Kids.
Yeah, like Spy Kids. Like at first I think those movies they were kind of grounded, a little bit, and then it just got like super outlandish with the one like Shark Girl in Lava, like that.
Oh, don't hate on that film. It's so good.
Hating, but it got super campy, you know what I mean? So
I agree.
This looks like it's kind of in that same vein. It looks very, very fun. I think I will enjoy it. Plus, being a dad now, I'm like, oh man, like little Morgan, if I go out and do comedy, he's gonna be like, my dad goes out at night, he's a superhero. Hopefully I'll have a lair, and then I have the new studio, so it kind of looks like a lair that he's not allowed to go into. So
I love that.
There we go.
I'm enjoying it. I will probably be going to go see this. It looks like it was streaming, right? It's not in theaters.
I believe it's Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Bam. That means I gotta re-up my Paramount Plus subscription, but unless you're listening to this and you want to hold your boy down, then
Just throw it out there. Just throw it
the
out.
NRW crew could use 3, 4.
We actually do have a Paramount Plus subscription from them. We do have an NRW account, so just remind me.
Well, it looks like I will be viewing this on the first. I'm excited. I like it. I'm down. I love Owen Wilson too. And that kid, he was with Ryan Reynolds in the other movie.
Oh yeah, was that the same kid?
Oh,
yeah,
the one with it does look familiar. I don't know, but he looks the same.
He does look the same. Okay.
Yeah, I forget what that movie is called. It's like Time Jump or something like that. But it was with Ryan Reynolds and Thandi.
Zoe Saldana.
No, Zoe Saldana. My bad.
Yeah. I know.
I've been watching Westworld, so I'm like real into Thandi right now.
Fair. That's fair. What about you, Cleve?
It looks cool. I'm definitely gonna check it out because we do have a NRW Paramount Plus subscription. Thank you, Paramount. So I think I'll definitely check it out. Probably not this week because I don't think I said it earlier. I will be on vacation. I'll be enjoying some Mai Tais in Oahu, watching the beach. That's what I'm gonna be doing. So when I get back, I will check it out.
You deserve it.
Thank you, sir.
Right.
I appreciate it.
All right. And I'm super excited. I agree. It's super Spy Kidsy. All right. Heading over to the other number 3. Cute set of shorts from Disney Plus. Let's check out I Am Groot.
I'm Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot.
There we go.
He's doing those little dance moves. It's hilarious.
KP, what about you? Let's start with you this time. What do you think?
I envy Vin Diesel getting that bag with just 3 words. What? From how many Guardians of the Galaxy movies? We had 2. We got a 3rd one on the way, plus all the other cameos that the Groot character made. And now he's got this series off of 3 words. Vin Diesel, you are the motherfucking man. You get that bag, brother. What? I saw the series already. Obviously, me and Heather, we got to check it out. We got the screeners. I thought it was cute. I want to say like the 4th episode or the 3rd is like my favorite. 3rd or the 4th one. I'm not going to say which one it is, but it's around there. I'll talk about it once it's out. But I thought it was cute. I enjoyed it. What I would like to see, actually thinking about it when we did watch it, because they're like There's 5 of them, and they're like 5 minutes apiece, right? I think would be cool with future Marvel films installments, kind of like with the Pixar films, how we get like those animated shorts right before the Pixar films, go. I think I would love to see a continuation of these in that form, if we could. But I enjoyed it. It was a cool, cute little ride. There's certain ones that are like, and I think I kind of have the feeling with you. I kind of know Heather a little bit, so I'm curious on a real tip, but it's fun. It's cute. It's fun. I don't know, but I'm just envious of Vin Diesel getting that bag off of 3 letters or 3 words.
That's fair.
Bagging it up.
What about you, Glenn?
It looks cute. It looks cute. It looks like it's or you guys are saying that it's short. You've watched it. I meant to watch it. I wanted to watch it because I had the ability to watch it too, but I just didn't get into it. Like I said, I got family visiting, so I haven't been able to get into all the things that I actually want to watch. But I want to check it out. I think it was cute. The little getting down and boogieing. I was like, oh, what's going on here? And then he was he's wearing his little robe or dress or whatever, and he's just looking saucy or sassy.
That's a cute episode too. That's actually
so that looks interesting. So I'm interested. I want to check it out. I love Groot as a character. I thought it was really great. Papa Groot, like the first Groot, I thought was
we didn't get enough of him. Yeah. That was heartbreaking.
That was heartbreaking, man. He was dope. He was dope, man. And to for a spoiler alert for
if you haven't seen it at this point, it's literally been 12 years. You need to.
I'm always surprised at how Guardians always. I'm hoping for Guardians 3. I'm not going to cry.
They're gonna get us. They're gonna
tweet James Gunn. I'm gonna be like, yo, James, I cried through the first Guardians films. I bet not cry in the third one. Promise me you won't make me cry again.
He's gonna make us cry.
He's gonna make us cry.
He made us cry in Peacemaker. He knows exactly what the fuck he's doing.
Tears, bro. Tears. He does. He knows how to do it. He does it well, man. He gets those heartstrings. So I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this.
It's literally the entire series is less than 30 minutes. So even if you just need to binge it on the side, you absolutely can. It's some really, really cute shorts. I don't think we can get into it. We have had the social media embargo has been up for a second, but it's I don't think we can.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the review embargo yet.
But it's I'm curious to hear other people's opinions. That is what I want to hear.
Yeah.
But once again, it's one of those really easy things that you could just put it on in the background. And I'm pretty sure that trailer was longer than some of the episodes.
Yeah. You might be right.
So, all right. On to number 2. And this is the one where I think that y'all are going to disagree with me, but because I have a really bad documentary addiction, we'll see what this is. So my number 2 is called Back to the Drive-In.
Hi everyone, this is Ben coming to you live here at the Harvest Moon. As you can see, our weather right now is actually pretty fantastic, and should be a really nice night for driving movies.
Popcorn going on.
Yeah,
We're very fortunate in this COVID-19 issue to have been, for the most part, permitted to continue to operate.
March of 2020, all of a sudden we were geniuses because everything had turned into drive-in.
Oh no.
Now that everything's back open again, they're not here.
Driving isn't the top of the choice anymore.
We're just trying to keep heads above water and keep rolling right now.
We don't have to wear face masks. We don't have to have 50% capacity. But then there's other problems.
Usually we'd show double features. We're understaffed, so we can't do double features right now.
And the supply chain challenges have been real. I've never seen anything like this.
It could be the worst July attendance-wise on record.
I thought it would really be fun to spend our retirement at a drive-in. I didn't realize that we would spend our retirements on a drive-in as well, but here we are.
There is a train that goes by at 9:45 directly behind the screen too. I would suggest the management coordinate intermission with the trains.
Drive-ins have had to completely reinvent themselves time after time, and I think we're going through a reinvention process now.
My goal was to show my boys that if you have a dream, you can build it.
This is the first busy weekend we've had since COVID started.
Normal for a Sunday to be even a little bit busier yet, but I'm thankful for what we have here.
Bowling balls, bowling pins, dude cookies. Beer garden is open. He's making white Russians.
Awesome.
It's just one of those things that makes you feel like you are actually doing something good in the community.
It's 89.1 on the radio.
We've had proposals out here. And it's really a lovely place.
I'm at the love of my life here working at the drive-in. The money's not the best, but my job is the best.
And once you're in here, a lot of the different things that are going on now, especially the negative or stressful things, don't exist once you're in here.
We have no intention of going anywhere. We're going to stay right where we are. This is not the first tragedy that's ever happened, and it won't be the last.
We've survived so many years where we shouldn't have continued on that we're pretty confident we'll see the sun rise again and it'll be back to where we were.
All right.
Okay. Glenn, thoughts?
I like, first of all, I like small business owners. I like family-owned businesses. I like people who are trying to strive for their dreams. So I'm automatically connected and in on this story. Also, entertainment during the pandemic, the people who held us down, you know what I mean? Like all these businesses that were there for us when things were tough. It's like, I feel like we should try to do something to make sure that they can stick around. So I'm interested to see what this movie is all about. That one guy, I feel like I've met that guy. I feel like I've worked with that guy before for some reason. I've seen that face before. He just looked really, really familiar. You know what I'm talking about, Kuya P? Heather, he just looked like a familiar, like I've worked with that dude.
Which one? Which
one?
The skinny dude, bald headed or whatever. He's
the one who said that he, he doesn't make a lot of money, but he makes like a lot of whatever. That one? Yeah.
I think.
But he definitely reminds you of that, your neighbor who's like, I just love what I do. I don't care how much money I make.
Yeah, he's the one who was like, I met my love of my life here. That guy. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't know. I feel like I've worked with that dude before. But anyway, I'm down. I give it a couple snaps. I'm gonna go check. I think I'll check it out.
Okay. What about you, KP?
I'm not going to the theater to watch this.
You going to drive-in?
No, not even a drive-in. But yeah, if it's a documentary that's on Netflix or really anything, and it comes up, I'm definitely gonna watch it. I am a huge drive-in fan. I remember the first drive-in film when I was a kid was Conan the Barbarian, the original Conan.
Shout out.
And just great memories. And then I think we saw Star Wars at the drive-in, the OG, back when they first were released. I think Return of the Jedi was like the next film I saw. But fond memories as a kid in the 70s, 80s, early 80s growing up. Yeah, I'm that old, y'all. But yeah, fond memories. And then as I got older, it really was multiplex theaters. I don't recall after leaving California and because I was born in California, and then we moved to Italy. I think we saw Clash of the Titans in Italy at a drive-in, the original Clash of the Titans with claymation stuff. So that was phenomenal. And then after that, it was really moving back to the States. It was all theaters, inside theaters. So just fond memories. And then as I got older, wanting to go to drive-ins, there were few and far between. And so it was funny, when this is kind of centered around how they became booming again with the pandemic. One of the things I brought up with my wife when pandemic was starting is because we were a movie watching family, y'all know, and we're in our dub, we're all about watching movies. And I wasn't about heading out to the theater because, I'm not trying to catch nothing, right? Most of us are, and some of us still haven't. I think we've all been since then, but at the first year of pandemic, I don't think we were going, or at least I wasn't. So, I was looking into drive-in theaters, and I actually found that there's one here in Virginia. I'm not sure if it's still around, but I subscribed to the mailing list, and I was like, man, I'm gonna get my family together. And I had another friend, Kermit, who him and his family that we're very close. We generally go out to do a lot of stuff together, but we just never got around to it. And so it just reminded me of that, and it's sad to see. So I feel this on a personal levels, and to Glenn's point, small business level, supporting small businesses. And so I'm really intrigued by this. And then on entertainment level, you know, because we're all tied to the entertainment industry now, and with a lot of things I'm doing as a producer with some other things, man, it touches my heart. And this is a great recommendation, Heather. I'm all about this documentary. I initially looking at the drops of what's coming up, I would have chosen this. So I'm thankful you chose this. And now if I see it drop, if I see it streaming anywhere, I'm going to watch it. So great pick, Heather.
Great
thank you.
pick, Heather.
I was actually kind of nervous. I mean, I know that it's movies, but like, unfortunately, it is only showing in limited theaters for now. But I'm sure, just like most documentaries, it'll get picked up by a Hulu or a
This is gonna
Netflix
get picked up.
or Tubi. Honestly, one of the great things, by the way, if you do not have the Tubi app, Tubi is free.
Oh yeah.
And they have some fun documentaries on there. So if you are a true crime buff like me, Tubi is free and no very few trailers, so commercials. So just heads up, I wouldn't be surprised. All right, but number one, and I think that I kind of picked this more for y'all than I did for me. But to be fair, I also do think it's going to be a fun movie. Number one is Day Shift.
All right, let's go. Oh, classic track at the front end. Murder was the case.
What's on the agenda today? My eyes are closed. Like every day.
Like everything.
What are you doing in my room?
Oh, damn.
Hunting vampires.
Oh, damn. Like that.
Money. Vampire hunting is a business. Cut necks and cash your checks. Well, things have changed since you got your ass kicked out the union. If I don't come up with 10K, my wife and my daughter are gonna move to Florida.
Hi, Dad. You're late again.
And the union is the only place that could give me that kind of money. Your record is chock full of incidents. But he's a new man. One last chance. This is your final warning. Let's get going. Oh, no! God, help me! Vampires just tried to kill me.
That.
Now I just pissed my favorite fucking Hey, everybody pisses himself the first time. Really? Yeah. Did you? No, I didn't. But listen, you did. You know what I see when I see a vamp? Big old dollar sign. Hey, don't you puke in here. I swallowed it. Locked and loaded. Doggy dog in the motherfucking... Vampires. They're amongst us. And all they are is murdering. It's not eclipse, new moon, breaking dawn, point one. It ain't like that, all right?
Why do you know the names to all the specific Twilight films?
What?
And what's your gripe with Breaking Dawn Part 2? It's the exciting conclusion of the whole Twilight saga.
Welcome to the day shift, motherfucker.
I love
it. Works every time. Murder was the case that they gave me.
There we go, y'all.
Dang, they traded in James Franco for Dave Franco, and I'm with it.
Yeah.
To stand on a soapbox for a second. Hey guys, in the production and producing side, remember James Franco admitted to almost attacking a child, and then now you're giving a white man the job of Fidel Castro, while men of color are currently trying to fight for drug lord positions. So pay attention to your audience. But yes, Dave Franco is a good choice. But okay, all right, Kuya P, I believe it's your turn. You go first.
I'm hype. We did a trailer reaction. I don't know if I did it with you guys or if I did it with the Checkpoint Squad, but
with me,
I did it with you.
I think you did with me.
This one, okay. I'm hype from that. I'm hyped for it. I'm excited. I like the John Wick pedigree. You know, who doesn't love John Wick films? So that action. Now seeing maybe Jamie Foxx do that kind of stuff will be dope. Also, side note, very John Wick-esque. I did a reaction to Carter that I know I did with the Checkpoint Squad.
Oh, no, you did. I'm sorry, you did. Now I remember. Yes, you did watch Night Shift.
Might have been, or it might have been with Rob. Who knows? But it was another infamous trailer reaction. But I know I did the Carter reaction with the Checkpoint Squad, and it's a Korean action film, but has very John Wick-esque style fight, and it's now out. It wasn't on the list when I was dropping my picks last week. But I really enjoyed that trailer reaction. I watched 75% of it over the weekend. I haven't finished it yet because I got caught up with some other stuff, but oh my God, is it insane? And so to you both, if you guys like John Wick stuff, I want to recommend it to you, Heather, and you, Glenn. If you're into that, check out Carter. I don't know if you saw our reaction to Carter, but Carter's on Netflix right now.
I started watching it last night, bro.
You watched it?
I started watching it I started.
Okay.
I started it and then it started getting good and it was like 12:30 or 1. I was like, all right, I need to go to sleep.
Exactly. I think it was on Saturday when I started it.
Yeah.
And it was like probably like 1:30 in the morning. I was like, I'll finish the rest of it on Sunday because it's late. I need to get some sleep. But it was dope though. But anyway, it totally sidetracks. But if you enjoy John Wick, if you enjoy this Day Shift trailer, go check out Carter already on Netflix. But in regards to Day Shift, I'm all about it, man. Snoop, Jamie Foxx, John Wick style action. I'm in.
All right. What about you, Glenn?
Ditto, all that, and double time because I'm totally with it. Love me some Jamie Foxx, my boy. Love Snoop. Just on my on my wall of statues of the people who've been super influential in my life just through their music and their art. So love seeing Snoop, especially in a role like this. He got the cowboy hat, got the cowboy swag, you know what I'm saying? He's out there with the big Gatling gun. Come on, Snoop. And I want to hear what the record's going to be because he's going to lace us with the hot track for this
Could be a good soundtrack.
I am 100% all in, jump on top of it, hump it doggy style. Gotta see this film. Give me the Day Shift. You know what I'm saying? I'm pulling double duty, I just want to see it. I'm sorry. I'm excited.
Okay. Once again, I'm excited about the film because Jamie Foxx is he's a freaking star, and I mean that's more than just in his rank in the movies. He's talented as fuck, and I will support him no matter what. But it kind of seems like a guy's guy. I hate gendering movies once again, but it kind of seems like a guy's guy vampire movie, and I'm like, I think that when it comes down to the three of us, the two of you are going to be far more excited to see it than me. I am excited to see it though, so it's my number one pick. It does, as we said, it does hit Netflix, and it looks like it's gonna be really gory too, like really fun gore silliness. So
yeah.
Like
John Wick style.
How many different ways can you get rid of a vampire? And the John Wick people, because John Wick is very much based in reality, so it's like a very like realistic, and even in the gunplay and everything that they want to do with the stunt choreography, it's like very realistic. How would you reload? How would you turn? How would you do this? I feel like this allows them to take it to the nth degree. Okay, now we got vampires that move all weird and do, what I mean? Now what are you going to do? Because that's not based in reality. It's like, and you can have some extra weird type of weapons and all, so I think this is going to be incredible. I think it's going to be really fun, and I am super hyped. Sorry, I jumped in there again.
No, you're fine. Okay, so thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle for my 4 choices.
Oh, Heather, you got you know what?
You did a great job.
Last time Kuya P, I was like, I'm gonna give you a sideways just to keep you nah, I'm not even gonna do that, Heather. I'm not even gonna front. Double thumbs up.
I appreciate it. So those are our picks. Once again, number 3 kind of mix up between Secret Headquarters and I Am Groot. Number 2 is Back to the Drive-In, and number 1 is Day Shift. Kuya P, where can they find you?
You can follow me at The Legend Kuya P on Twitter, TikTok, and IG. Of course, my show, Pal Show, which episode 100 is on Filipino time, immigrant POC time. I know I've been busy with San Diego Comic-Con. and then I caught the COVID, and then I'm going on vacation. So it's on the way. I'm already episode 110 recorded, so I have the other 10 episodes after 100 because I have been keeping my schedule up with that, but I'm trying to jam pack a lot into 100 for the benefit of people that have been supporting the show. And there's a lot of cameos, if you will. So it's getting all that together, editing it, and I just haven't had the time, but it will be together. So yeah, Show Pal Show and AAPI Toy Heroes. I'm a little bit lax on that. That's my other AAPI representation show within toys. I have a bunch of figures standing over here to my side, about 15 of them. So there's 15 episodes to record. Just haven't been recording yet because I've been busy with everything else. So I have more on the way, but of course, the NRW and Release Wednesday with Glenn and Heather and the whole squad. That'll be coming, and other interviews and reactions.
All right, what about you, Glenn? Where can they find you?
I'm be doing some comedy. I'm gonna do some comedy this week. Tyson's Ship Garden is a new spot that's opening up. I'm gonna try to help him christen that. I've been doing virtual shows. If you don't know, Failed to Render Virtual Comedy Club. It is in Horizon Worlds and Alt Space VR with your Oculus headset. I know that was like a verbal word salad that if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have no idea what I just said. It just sounded like I strung a bunch of words together that don't go together. But I'm telling you, it's the new thing. Failed to Render Comedy Club. It's the first comedy club in the metaverse. You should go check it out. What else is going on? That's about it. I got to get myself together like you, Kuya P. Episode 31 of the Blurry Dad podcast has got to come back sooner rather than later. I'm getting that together. I want to retool some things, but that should be coming at you soon. But check me out. You know what I'm saying? I'll be out there. I'll be telling these jokes. I'll be giving these jokes, man. And that's about it. That's about it. Oh, August 26th and 27th. Check out what is it called? It's been a long time. No, long time coming. It's TJ Ferguson. He's recording his first comedy special. I think it's called, oh man, I forget what the name is called. It's Overdue is what it's called.
You were overdue in figuring out what the title was.
Overdue and figuring it out. Yeah, I said long time coming, which is overdue. So I said that I gave the definition of the title of his comedy club. So Overdue, August 26th, 27th at the DC Comedy Loft. You should check that out. It's going to be a great live performance. I'm going to be producing the special for that. So all good things, man. All good things coming soon.
What are your handles, sir? Where can they find you?
For me, levelupcomedy.com, Level Up Comedy across all your socials. Glenn Levels Up on Twitter, Glenn Lawrence Comedy on your Facebook and IG.
Okay, and you can follow me at Nerd as a Heather on TikTok or Twitter. Wow, I'm still too bad at this. I am Nerd as a Heather on Twitter and at Heather is a Nerd on TikTok and Instagram. You can find a handful of reviews for me coming out this week, including some television shows that are about comics, which is Paper Girls and Sandman. I also have an interview coming up later today, which will probably be yesterday once this is posted, relating to Prey, because we cannot stop talking about how incredible that film is. And so you can definitely keep your eye on the channel. Make sure you hit subscribe. And once again, we are at the NRW on Twitter and at New Release Wednesday, because comics still have that one on Instagram. Thank you guys, and we will see you next week.
Bye.